Spain recently won the Women's Football World Cup, but there was hardly any celebration. All the news have been concentrated on an infamous kiss given by Luis Rubiales, the president of Spain's Football Association, on one of the female players, Jennifer Hermoso. Hermoso, by the way, means beautiful in Spanish, but opinions vary. It didn't seem like a big deal at the moment, just a celebratory peck. But, like a snowball turning into an avalanche, it grew and grew. Now the president has been fired and is under criminal investigation for sexual assault. The coach, Jorge Vilda, has also been fired, even though he had nothing to do with the kiss. And perhaps other heads will roll. Even if the kiss was unwanted and was a bit of an awkward moment, was it really that big a deal? It wasn't a French kiss, it wasn't certainly a rape. Now, it is known that even prostitutes don't like to be kissed on the lips because they consider that too intimate. And that the head of the football organization kissed a player in public, with or without consent, was probably inadequate. But still, wouldn't it have been better to just get an apology, let it go, and go on with the celebrations? But you forget one thing. Women love drama. It's like cocaine for them. Anyone who has had any relationship with women know that sometimes they just love making a tempest in a teacup. After all, it was not just the president. The winning coach has also been fired and replaced by a woman. His only crime appears to be being a man. After this confusion, it's unlikely that any man will want to be involved with the Spanish women's team, either as a coach, trainer, or executive. It's also unlikely that the Spanish team will win anything again very soon. Morale is probably very low, and the best people will think twice before joining the team. Some people say that we live in a new Victorian age where any public display of sexuality is being punished. But that's not really true. Only male displays of sexuality are forbidden. Women can be as sexual as they want. If it was a woman president kissing a male soccer player, would we have all this confusion? I don't know, but probably not. We live in a strange age in which just being a male, and even worse a white male, is akin to being a criminal. Just look at the recent coverage of this fashion show in Vogue magazine. This is what they want masculinity to look like. You know, I'm not very much into this kind of Manosphere stuff, and I think I mentioned at some point that I don't like very much Andrew Tate or Jordan Peterson, who seem manufactured personalities to me. But still, at some point you have to ask, what the hell is going on? And I even think that one of the reasons that some men are going transgender today is because this is the only way that you can be a man and not be accused of anything, pretending to be a woman. Recently, the actor Daniel Masterson was sentenced to life in prison for a supposed rape that took place 20 years ago. And the same thing now is happening to presenter Russell Brand. You know, years ago, rape used to mean just a violent sexual assault with a weapon, forcing a woman on the streets. But at least since the Weinstein case, rape can mean pretty much anything. If I well remember, Julian Sange was initially arrested in Sweden for rape, but it was consensual sex only without a condom. That was considered rape in Sweden. Now, with the most recent cases, all evidence we have is the accusations of some unnamed women. That seems to be enough to convict a man. In practice, what this means is that any kind of sex that is later regretted by the woman, even if 20 years later, can land a man in jail. And now, with the Spanish president, perhaps even just a kiss will be enough.